Welcome back, everyone. I'm here at the cabin and got some chores to do for the fall. It's a gorgeous day here. You can see the leaves have really turned. Everything's really nice and yellow here in the maple part of the forest. I'm going to go on a hike tomorrow, so I'll get to show you guys a little bit more about our color changes here in Ontario. But got a little bit of work to get done, so let's get to it. So right now I'm going to each of the outbuildings with this little cup and spoon, and I'm just splashing water on each of the outbuildings to see which ones I need to reseal with the Thompson's water seal. So it looks like the main cabin looks good. Let's take a peek. So my highly scientific method is kind of flick a bunch of water onto the siding. You can see how that beads up right there. So the Thompson's water seal is perfect on the cabin. I don't need to recoat it. The shower house failed the test, and the shed here needs coating as well. So that's kind of good. Two smaller buildings to work on today. It's a lovely day, high of 13 today. Bit overcast, and that's actually from Hurricane Ian that went through, unfortunately. It was Cuba and Florida and South Carolina. So we've got the clouds from Hurricane Ian right now, which is fine. It's keeping a little bit warmer here today. I think it's going down to about 1 degree, probably frosting tonight. So it'll be interesting tomorrow morning to see what it looks like. So just getting some stuff ready. I meant to do this in the summertime, but never got around to it. So we'll do that now, and then we'll be all ready. It's not supposed to rain for a bit, or, well, actually snow at the end of the week, apparently. I don't know, sleet, something like that. So I just got to get it in and cured while the temperature is good. So we'll do that. I'll have to keep a close eye on Royce this weekend. I thought I charged his GPS tracking collar, and I don't know, it didn't dock properly or something, so I went to put it on and it was dead. So thank goodness he's, stays close to camp, but I'll have to keep my eye on him. But he is not in my good books, because look what he's rolled in. Oh my gosh, this is fall. There's all kinds of junk all over the place, so he's rolled in poop. Royce, just so... You're really in trouble. Well, that did not take that long at all. Pretty good. So that'll be good for this year. I'll reassess again next year. Never really did a whole lot of coats on these outbuildings, so it's probably a good idea to get them all done this year. And just putting the aluminum canoe away for winter, just up on some sawhorses here. Royce thinks it's his personal den. And then my little wild yam canoe will be back behind the other outbuilding. So other things we got to do today, got to put in some trees, homegrown. So there's a choke cherry, that is a spruce. These two are actually from a giveaway. This is a willow, and that's another little spruce there. And this is a homegrown black walnut. So it's actually doing pretty well. This is grew from a nut from last year. So very good. As always around camp, I keep my eye out for mushrooms. And this is some belted polypore. So this is really good. You can see where animals have kind of chewed at it and where I picked at it last year. So it's just starting to come back. So there you go. This is really actually quite good. So a bit of good news is that gypsy moths really weren't a whole lot of them this year. So the tree canopy is looking great. And my jack pine over here didn't suffer any insect damage this year, which is great. Usually there's caterpillars that kind of go along here and chew them all up. But they're all actually looking really good. You'll see right now a lot of the pines and a lot of the evergreens are kind of losing some of the needles on the main trunks there. That's normal this time of year. Don't think that's kind of a problem for their health. That's just how they grow, and those leaves are done. Well, not leaves, but needles are done their job. So as these branches get bigger, these just go away. See, just like that. So that is normal. So don't think there's a major issue with disease in your tree when that happens. So all of them are kind of undergoing that right now. There's a lot of resin dripping off of these jack pine here, these little terminal buds. Sort of keeps them healthy, is my guess. Oh my gosh, where's this? What are you doing? He's trying to stomp something. What did you find? I don't think you should be killing that. What is that? Oh, it's a snake. Oh yeah, Royce and his snakes. Whenever he stomps the ground, it's probably because there's a snake there. So I just saw it kind of slithering in that way. Don't kill it. Get rid of the, I don't know, grasshoppers and stuff. Yeah, we have a little hibernaculum actually over here. I'll show you. It's actually right in here. I put some rocks over it, but the snakes overwinter down in here. Mainly the garter snakes. So mainly the garter snakes overwinter in here, and they go in these. There's an old chipmunk hole in there. But in the spring, I've seen many of them coming out of here very early. So that's probably where it's going to live the winter. Anyway, minor distraction, just getting back to what I was talking about. So yeah, see this resin right here? Part of me is like, oh, do I take some little drips of it that aren't protecting the bud, like this right here, harvest it and maybe use it to make a salve or something. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, there's like a bunch of it kind of dripping down here. Neat. Don't know if any of you guys have made jack pine salve before. Let me know down below in the comments. I can assume it probably has some, maybe antibacterial properties, soothing properties for your skin when mixed obviously with like olive oil and a bit of like beeswax or something like that. So maybe after I've done some of my chores, I'll go and harvest some of that. So there's still a lot of down trees in the area to kind of work on, and one area that needs work is sort of by the old pit toilet there. It is just a disaster zone back in there. So I'll have to do a little bit of work there to clear a path to get to that area. All right, so there we are. Toilet is up there. So I'm just gonna get a path to where we gotta be. Going under the knot of this tree, looks like chaga. This is an ironwood. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know. There we go, fixed up. I'm gonna leave that right there. It's not in the way. It's a dangerous cut, so at least there's a pathway now. Just want to show you guys the insect damage to this aspen here that was cut down. Isn't that unusual? This circular kind of pattern of gnawing at the tissue under the bark there. Isn't that cool? Never seen it like that before. Well, after an afternoon of just cleaning up around the camp, did a little bit more trail work, now it's time for some supper. So let's go see what's on the grill. All right, so quick and easy supper tonight, just some noodles, and I just put a mix of stuff that I had. So like little heirloom baby tomatoes, some onions, tuna, corn in there. So just gonna mix that together, maybe some balsamic vinegar and oil. So it's gonna be really good. I just can't believe how, you know, the leaves have turned color so quickly, and a lot of them are falling down with this wind. This wind is basically left over from Hurricane Ian. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how far it can get up. You know, here we are in Ontario and we can see the effects of it still. No rain or anything, but just a little bit cool with the high winds today. So yeah, so can't wait to have my supper. Let's go inside and take a look at the Martin heater. Yeah, so I've got the Martin heater on. It's about 21 degrees in here, which is really nice and toasty. One little issue that I've been trying to resolve is, as you can see there, the pilot light. I think the little flange there that kind of deflects the pilot light to the rest of the bar there, a little bit of a weird angle, and I don't like that the pilot flame itself. It's just a little bit too yellow. So if you guys give me any ideas about how to fix that, I adjusted the little jet for the pilot light, and they can make the flame bigger or smaller, but it seems if I make it too small, then it just doesn't light the bar at all for the unit. So anyway, we'll play around a little bit with that and see if I can fix that. But right now it's so nice and toasty warm in here, and looking forward to a nice fall and winter here at the cabin. And it's all done. Cabin tuna casserole, yummy. And what am I having to drink? I'm having the Founder's Original Seville Orange Bourbon Sour. So this will be really good. All right, let's give this a try. Perfect. Really nice and hearty for a really cool night. And I'm going to try my Bourbon Sour. Let's give this a try. That's good. It is sour, and it's made with real juice, so it's delicious. Well, cheers everyone. We'll talk to you in a bit. Probably won't get to see this very well, but there's a beautiful moon. It's almost a half moon. You can't really tell. Like, my camera's not that great in the dark, but it is a beautiful night tonight. You can see lots of stars, but you can see this, and this is Jupiter. Jupiter is the closest it's been ever to Earth this past week. So that little bright dot, that is Jupiter. You guys saw on my Instagram the Jupiter and its 4 Galilean moons. So you can take a look at that. Beautiful night out tonight. So I'm going to show you now just some photos I took with this new phone that I have of the night sky. It's really amazing. Well, just taking the dog out for a walk with my morning coffee, and it is a gorgeous day. It's supposed to be 12 degrees today, so it's going to be a great one. Today I've got to plant those trees, which won't take me that very long, and plan is to try and hike up and look at some of the fall colors, because I don't know about you guys, but look at this behind me. Isn't this amazing? So I want to see all the different colors, you know, the yellows, the reds, the oranges, and still a little bit of green left. So I think this will be our peak weekend for that. And we'll have some people up here for the Thanksgiving weekend, which is when you guys are probably going to see this video. So probably this weekend, next weekend will be our best opportunity to get all the colors seen. So it's pretty exciting. Last night, man, those stars, they were amazing. I could not believe it. I really want to get a telescope here for camp. I think that would be amazing. Last night, I looked through, we have a spotting scope, so a spotting scope for birds and stuff like that. So I was able to see Jupiter and 2 of the 4 moons of the Galilean moons. So that was really neat. And, you know, my new Samsung S22 that I'm using to record these videos, I was pretty impressed actually with the night vision on it for the stars. Saw way more stars than I ever even saw with the spotting scope. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, telescope. So if you have any ideas for telescopes that you guys like and kind of a reasonable price range, let me know down below in the comments. Even the poison ivy turns a lovely color this time of year. This is a spot of our camp, but there's a ton of it in here. It's all dying off, thank goodness, but I never really go in this spot. Just don't want to get a problem with it. Although I don't seem to be too sensitive to it, so not a big deal. It's also on some of the trails as well, but not too bad. So, oh man, this is such a nice day. Really looking forward to it. I really love, you know, the cool autumn temperatures. They're just the best. Probably some of my favorite times here at the cabin are, you know, around this time of year. And spring, of course, when everything starts afresh. So, and my favorite flowers are here too. Let's take a look. Asters. They're so pretty. The field is pretty much all this oat grass that's gone to seed, so it's really pretty. And we used to have a lot of alfalfa in here and Timothy hay, but it's seeded with this oat grass, so it looks really pretty. Really nice and yellow this time of year. Well, I didn't think it frosted last night, but I guess it did. In this low-lying area, all the wild strawberry has frosted, so it's so pretty when you see that. I remember one fall was really awesome. All the spider webs actually froze in the field, so it was just an entire field of frozen spider webs. It was a really magical thing to see. Well, just having some fun with the drone there, doing a bit of roof inspection, things look good, and getting a sneak peek at the fall colors. So I'm really excited for my hike this morning. I just got to make some breakfast, so some fuel for our hike. Let's go. Well, it's going to be pancakes and eggs today. Maybe an orange. Smells so good. My Jakeman's pancake mix, my favorite. Of course, cabin fresh maple syrup. Just had a tie Royce up. He went crazy after some deer or something back in there. This is October, like I have to be really careful with him. Yeah, I just had like a morning run that I did not want to have going after him, but anyways, yeah, it's that time of year. So I think on our trek today he's going to be on leash because it's hunting season, you know, be safe with your pets, and also it's the deer moving around. So these guys are bred for herding cattle and deer, so, well, herding cattle rather, not deer, but you know, it kind of goes with that he'll go after deer and moose and things like that. So yeah, I just don't want that. So he'll be on leash for today for most of it. So right now it's about 7 degrees out. The sun's just coming up. Such a beautiful day. My little chickadee friends are in the woods over there begging for the food to get put back up again. So guess I better get on top of that. I usually feed them, you know, kind of when, you know, it's getting a little bit cooler and stuff like that. I need a little bit of energy. I'm sure they've stashed like thousands of seeds in the woods here, so I don't really worry about leaving it up year round. So sometimes, you know, I'll pick it up usually in the spring because bears are out and stuff like that. And I'll put it back down when it gets really frosty and stuff. So I might not put it out right now, but maybe next time I'm here. It's gonna be hearty breakfast today for the big 4-hour hike. So the pancakes, a little mini, little tangerine there, mandarin orange actually, a couple of over easy eggs and corn, and my little jerky there. So this is gonna be awesome. So you can see I have a balance of protein and carbs. I like that. The carbs give you like the instant energy, and the protein to kind of, you know, keep you going and keep you satiated on the trail. I don't want to feel like I'm starving when I'm halfway through my hike. So I just love having quite a bit of protein actually in my breakfast in the morning before hikes. All right, start into the hike. It's beautiful, nice and cool. It's about 5 degrees right now. So very enjoyable. Catch my breath after hiking up this little bit of a embankment here. So you can see I'm wearing orange, and the dog's wearing orange as well. He's also leashed up. It is hunting season, and of course, as I said earlier, he likes to go after deer. So we like to kind of keep it as safe as possible out here. Yeah, this is about a 4-hour hike or so. So it's really nice. Hopefully we'll get to see some nice fall colors. So this is really steep, lots of different embankments and vistas to look at today. So perfect. There's really nobody on the trail except us. So that's awesome. Don't really hear a whole lot of birds. Everything's kind of getting ready for winter and flocking south and stuff like that, except for my little chickadees, obviously, at the cabin. They stay year round, and the odd robin that stays around. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. All right, so up ahead we have our first view of the colors. Just over there, you can see the reds and the yellows and the greens. We'll get better views further up, but just want to give you guys a sneak peek. Well, I really don't like flexi leashes, especially if you have an unruly dog who's not under control, but Royce is really well leash trained, and these leashes actually are super helpful on hikes. I used to bring like a flatline leash, like, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 foot one, but basically it would just drag in the muck and mud and everything like that. So again, I don't really like flexi leashes at all, but he's really well leash trained and responds to verbal commands to stop and come back and all that kind of stuff and slow down. So they're really well leash trained, and you're on like a, you know, a hike. They do seem to have some benefit for sure. And you can see, even though it's 5 degrees, I'm really hot. So I'm now in my t-shirt and my vest. I've got my water out. I've got my water pack, so I don't have to get out a, you know, an Nalgene bottle or something like that. I find the water bladder's really handy and stuff like this. And I'm really, really hot, so oh man. Hiking season for me is usually like late fall, early spring. I really don't like hiking in summer. It's just way too hot. I don't, and I'm in a good mood after those hikes. It's just too hot and sweaty. This is a nice view, the fall colors, and a beautiful little shallow lake in there. We're in the summertime. I did this hike and I forgot Royce's water, so we had to make a little hike down to the lake for him to cool off and get a drink. I did not forget his water this time. Here's a lovely surprise, black trumpets. So it is quite the year for them. So this is a small little bunch of them. We're in pine and oak in here. So this is really exciting. Here's a pretty little part of the forest. Lots of leaves down in here. We gotta go all the way up there. So, gonna wind our way around. Lots of sticks down, but this isn't one of the areas that was affected by that tornado, so we are good. Little splash of color right there. Some past years around this time, this has been pretty much all changed over, but not quite yet. You can see a little bit off in the distance there that's just starting. So maybe next week when I'm here for Thanksgiving, it'll be even better. It's always a pretty sight to see up this area. You know, you can see like a lot of blueberries, and so they're kind of that beautiful color, and also some dried up reindeer moss. This is kind of the texture of like a loofah sponge. It's pretty firm. But in the summertime, it's really soft, and it's a great little bed if you're relaxing trailside. Well, here's your view. This is a really good view of all the fall colors. So you can see everything in a little bit better detail. Such a really strenuous hike, but it is so worth it when you have views like this. Just amazing. Oh, and it's still nice and cool. Maybe it's about 10 degrees now, but not that bad. Oh, thank goodness for the breeze. Well, that was a nice little break. Just had a break there, enjoying the fall colors and a snack. Ran into one other hiker, so that was really nice. Had a good chat about the area. It's really not a very well-known hiking spot, so I mean, in the pandemic times you saw a lot of people out here, but now not so much, which I'm okay with that. A lot of people go to Algonquin Park to look for fall colors, but there's other places in Ontario that you can have these little hidden gems. You can kind of go and look at the fall colors. So do take time to look at the fall colors. It's really amazing, really amazing experience. Pulled over on the trail here. Royce has had a torn nail. He's done a real number on it, so I always carry my kit. I've got bandage material and vet wrap here, so I'm just doing that till we can get home. Okay, it's temporarily all patched up just so his nail won't snag anymore, but his nail basically lifted off the base and stuck straight up. It's kind of a little bit of an older injury. I'd done a little quick repair on it, and I'll have to go and kind of trim off the nail when we get home, but this will get us there. Well, back on the trail, and Royce seems to be doing not too bad with his little bandage on now, so that's a good thing. Yeah, always good to carry an emergency kit with you. You never know what could happen on the trail for you or your pet or whatnot. So you guys saw many months ago I did that little hiking kit that I carry with me, and it came in super duper handy. So it's a little bit of extra weight in my pack, but very worth it. Not like you want to carry a 94-pound dog back 4 miles. Take a look down here. A nice moose track. Look at that. Woo, huge. And it's going that way. No other moose sign yet, but just these tracks. Well, back at the cabin and changed. I was feeling a little bit clammy from the hike, so I've got my new outfit on, and I'm having some lunch. Just made up some spicy noodles and just some leftover beans and corn from last night. So it's going to be delicious. Well, let me show you a project I have to do before winter. So here's a snow machine, and I need to fix the seat. So this seat is rotten. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. So that's completely rotten. I think I'll bring that back. Got a lot of stuff to bring back to the shop, so I'm going to bring the trailer next week and we're going to go do that. This has got to get fixed because I want to have fun this winter, and this is completely just disgusting. So leather's still not too bad. Royce hurted me a little bit and kind of grabbed a bit of it, but it's still not in terrible shape. Bravo, she still runs. Well, I'm going to do a few other things here, maybe put in those trees and just enjoy the afternoon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video here back at the cabin. It's been a long time since you guys have been here, so welcome back. We'll see you here again a little bit later in the fall. All right, have a great week as always. Take care.